What's up, guys? So there's this new YouTube channel I'm obsessed with. It's called Ken Kenobi. It's this Japanese supremacist dude who just makes his entire channel and his entire personal brand about hating immigrants. For some context, the Japanese birth rate as of 2024 was somewhere between 1.24% or 1.15%. Very, very low. It's at a historic low, and in fact, it's the lowest point since record keeping began in 1899, I believe. In 2024, less than 1 million babies were born, not excluding immigrant babies. These were just like ethnic Japanese people. It was 600 or 700,000 babies were born in Japan in 2024. Japan has one of the worst birth rates, fertility rates on planet Earth. Japan, for lack of a better term, is a dying country, and the guys like Ken Kenobi, their entire brand is just blaming immigrants. Japan needs immigrants, by the way. One of his more recent videos that have done semi-well, he does a lot of reactionary content. He does some street interviews. One of his interviews recently got some traction from the reactionary streamer Asmongold, and it's just him interviewing a normal Swedish dude that's living in Japan who doesn't hate immigrants, unlike Ken here.
Netherlands.
I'm interviewing, what do they think about immigrants?
He's from the Netherlands, excuse me.
Immigrants.
You speak Japanese, right?
Skochidake.
Hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
Yort. How are you doing tonight?
I'm Ken.
The Japanese supremacist. He wants only ethnic Japanese people. He doesn't want any immigrants at all, even though Japan desperately needs immigrants right now because Japanese people forgot how to reproduce. So they need immigrants, just like a lot of Western countries do, if they want to stay afloat and if they want to still exist in the next coming centuries.
Ken,
yes.
You okay?
Yes, I'm good. I mean, yourself is an immigrant here.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. How is the immigration problem in your country?
In my country?
Yes.
It's okay. I'm very left-leaning, so
Yeah?
Immigration is okay.
It seems like a normal dude, a very logical. Immigration's good. You need integration, blah, blah, blah. A pretty normal, logical response from a normal person.
Integration, the assimilation.
Hi.
But do you think they do that?
In my country,
Yes.
they do.
Exactly, they do. The immigration in Europe is a net positive. It's funny how this guy lives in the Netherlands, and he says immigration is good, they integrate, but Kurt Ass would say different. But Kurt Ass isn't even from there. So it's amazing how you actually talk to local Dutch people, and they're pro immigrants.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Do they do it in Japan though?
Not some people like you do it.
What he means by some people like you do it, he just means white people. So he means, white people do it as in I would only prefer white people to come. Other people, no. He doesn't want brown people or black people in his country. This Ken dude. Foreigners in Japan, foreign born, are only 3%. It's the highest it's ever been, but 3% is still very small compared to the rest of the population. So, but it's this narrative of being replaced. The foreign herds, the foreign invaders. You know, it's the same as these white supremacists say in Western countries. And the immigration is not even that high. The comment section is really funny. They're just going hard on this pretty normal Dutch dude that is speaking pretty logically and not emotionally like a racist white supremacist would or a racist Japanese supremacist would. The top comment is hilarious. That Dutch dude was one of the most insufferable people I've ever had the misfortune of experiencing. What a complete helmet. Whatever helmet means. 1,000 likes. I guarantee you these are all white people leaving these comments. You go to any video, whether it's a news channel or a racist YouTuber like Ken Kenobi here, and all the top comments that are saying Japan for the Japanese or Japan should remain pure, they're always like white Westerners. It's very bizarre. A lot of his channel is dubbed. It's in Japanese, and so it's that annoying AI English voice I can't listen to. But he's very Islamophobic. He spreads a lot of misinformation. Like one video, Muslims are being protected in Australia after the unfortunate Hanukkah shooting that happened last year. He interviewed friend of the show, Mr. Fred, you know, the transphobe, Kurt Ass's bodyguard. This is what destroyed the UK. War is coming.
So tell me about it. tell me about how to
Kurt asked his boyfriend, by the way. It's his bodyguard. But Kurt and him are lovers.
reconquer UK.
Specifically, what do you want to know?
Because I have English viewers, right?
Okay.
Some of them are like English, so
Sure.
tell me your plan to reconquer your land.
I don't have a plan at all. I have no ability to make any influential decisions or anything like that.
Absolutely, you don't have a plan. Your boyfriend, Kurt, doesn't have a plan either. You guys' main goal is just to spread misinformation and hate and bigotry online. The UK is facing problems, just like most countries on Earth are. That can be redone and reversed. So you don't have a plan, just to spread hate on the internet.
Really, but I think what's necessary to do in England is to re-educate people to care about their own culture and care about their own nation. Because at the moment, people in England are just obsessed with going to. If you're a white guy in England, you're obsessed with going to Ibiza and having a designer handbag and wearing the correct tracksuit and going getting your teeth.
Don't involve yourself in consumerism. Don't enjoy your life. Consumerism is a problem, I get it, but he's saying don't be a consumer and don't have fun with your life. Just become a Nazi. That's what his issue is with English men, is they're enjoying their holiday in Ibiza and they're not sig heiling, essentially is what he means by that statement. Again, consumerism is kind of an issue in the West, I get it. But his solution is just, we should fly swastikas out in front of our home, instead of buying a designer bag. You should hate your immigrant neighbor instead of going to Ibiza. This guy was the guy in Kurt's video that I made a video about on TikTok of him taking down a pride sticker in, I think they were in Manchester somewhere. He's clearly got issues, unfortunately.
Fixed in Turkey and getting hair transplants and
Shit.
stuff like that. Nothing against those things personally, but people are obsessed with materialism and they're.
I get it, brother. Materialism is an issue, but your alternative to materialism is what? This guy, he's a very confused man.
Ignoring the destruction of their own nation because it's more comfortable to just pleasure.
Destruction of your own nation. It's this narrative of immigrants are destroying England, or in Ken's case, they're destroying Japan.
Okay, then if you could spread your message like that to the world, I mean, like to the UK, you can actually flip your country. Only 3%.
Well, it's small minorities make the biggest differences, really. Like if you look at the Soviet Union, it was taken over by like a tiny minority of people. And they took over the entire nation of Russia.
Like few percent.
Yeah, like not even that.
He's talking about revolt, white supremacist revolt in the UK. This is crazy stuff because of immigration.
Not even that, like
Really?
tiny groups of people.
But tiny people you had like of influence.
Yeah, exactly. Because like if you look at like a bullet can is very, very small, but it can cause a lot of damage and move very fast. Big.
That is insane to say. It's true. I agree with what he's saying about bullets, but he's basically advocating for violence, like a violent revolt against the woke establishment, and we need to establish all white countries again. He's a Nazi, essentially. Anyway, blah blah blah. It's just Nazi shit. You can go watch the video. It's 22 minutes long. Yeah, man. Ken Kenobi. Just advocating for the purity of Japan and hating Muslims, which is funny because Muslims are a very, very small minority in Japan. He's just doing the same right-wing white supremacist. The West has fallen. Immigration is taking over our lands, but only he's doing it from a Japanese perspective. It's very bizarre. Again, Japan needs immigrants because it is a extremely aging population. Because Japanese people forgot how to reproduce. You guys stopped having sex, and it's now immigrants' problems that are coming in. You guys are blaming them and getting mad at them. It's very reactionary. It's an aging population. They need the younger workforce to fund pensions and to fund these programs because you guys are not going to exist in 100 years. If you keep going at this rate. And it's just disheartening to see the xenophobia from Japanese people, specifically Ken here. Behind the story, I guided Tyler Oliveira in Japan, so he's met up with Tyler Oliveira, another friend of the show I've talked about before. I left a comment on the Tyler Oliveira video. Since Japanese people forgot how to reproduce, Japan needs immigrants, or face not existing in the near future. Your thoughts? But yeah, let's see if he responds to that simple question. You guys are an aging population. Japanese people stopped having sex. You guys aren't having babies. You need immigrants to come in, help you with this aging population, like help fund this society. So it's just disheartening. Like, you know, we just need to keep Japan pure. We need to keep Japan for the Japanese. It's like, well, if you want to keep it pure, have more babies, okay? You stop having babies because Japan is a wealthy society, and a lot of wealthy societies get up and they peak, and then the fertility rate drops. Because fertility rate is directly correlated with how wealthy a country is. Wealthier countries have less kids because they don't need to worry about half of their babies dying in famines. It's just interesting to see this channel. I wanted to share it with you guys. We'll see if Ken here responds to my comment. Be sure to follow me on TikTok and Instagram.